All right. Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another amazing interview by Geek Vibes Nation. I am your host, Tia, and I have with me Tray Chaney. I love that shirt, by the way. I'm sorry, just to
Thank
interrupt right away, but that's a fantastic shirt. How are you?
you. Great. Thank you so much, Sid, for this interview. I'm really appreciative and just happy. That's it.
And I'm happy because you are a part of HBO Max's, or I believe it's HBO, just HBO, the show We Own This City, which is currently in its fourth episode.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly intense show from the people of The Wire, which you were
Yeah.
involved in. So I just want to kind of start right off the bat with, how does it feel to be in another project, from those who brought us The Wire?
Well, man, you taking me back. 2002, I was casted as Poot on HBO's The Wire.
Mm-hmm.
From the same creators, David Simon, the writers George Pelicanos, producers Nina Noble and Ed Burns, and now you fast forward 20 years later, I'm playing a police officer, Gordon Hawk, on We City. And it's a surreal moment for me. It's almost like it's really like a full circle moment because I I started out with them, and for them to call me 20 years later to cast me as a cop, something totally different from what the world is getting a chance to see, me as an actor, my work. It's an amazing show. When you talk about police officers who are supposed to be protecting the community, who are supposed to be treating people with respect, then you get the Baltimore Police Department Gun Trace Task Force, who are totally just, treating people bad and, different things of that nature. I play Gordon Hawk, Harford County Narcotics Task Force police officer. And our work is really to solve the drug overdose cases, but we sort of like set the gun trace task force probe into motion. So, for me to play a police officer on something that's real powerful, I'm honored. David Simon doesn't miss the
No, he
way they
doesn't.
reach law enforcement, politics, media. It's amazing. And then John Bernthal, that's my brother. I love John. All of these premieres that we've been doing for this show, it's been crazy. Like I tell John all the time, I'm watching him, and he looks at me and he says, "Trey, you're crushing it." It's Gordon Hall. So I'm honored to be on the show with John Bernthal, and then it feels like a Wire reunion, right?
Yeah.
Because you got Jamie Hector, Jermaine Crawford, Chris Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Chris Clinton, Nathan Corbett. You got so many people from The Wire. Anwan Big G Glover, that's my brother. It's just, this is what's supposed to be happening right now.
I'm sure that I'm not the only person who's going to watch this interview and say that they can't believe that you've been acting, say, for 20 years, because you don't even look old enough to be doing something 20 years later.
Yeah,
So just have to
that's so,
throw that out.
well, I started as a hip hop artist, dancer at the age of 8 years old, and winning Apollo like 8 times in a row. It's pictures floating around with me right now with me and Big Daddy Kane when I was 8 and Mike Tyson. They're like backstage at the Apollo in New York City. And you know, as the years continued on performing, when I hit 18, that's when I was discovered by Linda Townsend.
Mm.
Came to a to a talent show that I was performing at that I actually won first place in DC because I'm originally from Forestville, Maryland, Washington, DC. And she discovered me and she said, I don't specialize in submitting hip hop artists or dancers. I only work with actors. But she said, you don't have stage fright. And she said, for some reason, I feel like I can submit you for acting jobs.
Oh, wow.
And nobody knows this, but the first job I ever auditioned for or booked as an actor was The Wire.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So that really is a full circle that you're living right now.
Full circle moment. I'm living it right now as we speak.
That's amazing.
It's just, and when I think back, we own this city. Of course, I'm playing a police officer, but it was more so education for me, learning how police officers walk, how they talk. Even the scene when you seen me, I had to put the tracker under the truck, how we're choreographed. Like Detective Dre Severino was the consultant on HBO's We Own This City. And he was with me every day for 2 months straight. So I got to give credit to him. But like you said, it's a full circle moment for me. And it's showing other actors and actresses and just people never give up. Yeah. I never gave up. You know, even after The Wire ended, I started campaigning my own merchandise and, you know, my books, my music, and, you know, just out of the trunk of my car in the streets of Washington, D.C. And my message is for people to just never give up on your dream and stay the course and understand that the blessing is in the journey. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. I hope that everyone is watching We Own the City. It's very good. It's very intense. Because again, I'm like everyone else. I'm watching it. I'm on the 4th episode right now. So what do viewers have to look forward to in the next upcoming weeks?
Well, here's the deal. The message that viewers need to really pay attention to is whatever is done in the dark will come to light.
Yes, very true.
Because you can't keep getting away with doing, you know, committing crimes and, you know, corruption. You can't keep getting away with that as a human being. The universe just doesn't work like that. It's eventually things will catch up to you. And that's what, for me, that's what the show is representing. But just keep watching it. Watch it. We episodes, you know, HBO Max, to be back with the family is just amazing. David Simon, Nina Noble, George Pelicanos, Ed Burns, and then our amazing director, Renato Marcus Green, who directed King Richard. I mean, he did all 6 episodes.
So you couldn't ask for a better team to do this.
And like I said before, they don't miss. They don't miss. They connect the streets, they connect law enforcement, politics, education, everything, all in one.
And I highly suggest anyone who's watching this to please make sure that they are also watching We Own This City. It is just very, again, there's so many emotions to it. So definitely make sure that you're watching it. But I know that we only have a few minutes left in this because I don't want to take up too much of your time. What do you have after We Own the City that we as viewers should be watching out for? I do know that a recent movie did come out called We Need to Talk. So would you like to promote that?
Well, We Need to Talk. It just came out May 13th. It's available on all digital platforms. I play a video gamer. This is a totally different role for me. So just think, I go from drug dealer to cop. Now I'm a video, and we need to talk. And Todd Wolf, me and Todd Wolf, we go back 12 years. He did a film called Streets. He was one of the producers on a film called Streets that Meek Mill started, and I played a character named Troy. And I just always kept in contact with him. And when he presented me with this script, We Need to Talk, it's about a video gamer, Scott, Great Scott, the game, who's played by James Maslow, who is my brother. Y'all know him from Big Time. But the movie is about balance because he's spending so much time playing the video games on his phone and just taking care of his business until he neglects the people that really love him, his family and his friends. And I'm just a video gamer, Tango Unchained. I live with my mom still. I'm getting paid to do chores and stuff like that. So, before this movie, before I even got the script, I wasn't a gamer. But I have a 15 going on 16-year-old son who plays video games all the time. And I just watch him. I'm like, you know what? Let me learn Call of Duty, or let me learn Mortal Kombat, or let me learn some of these games or whatever. But this movie is about balance, and it's about we gotta pick and choose. If we're gonna spend time on the video games or on our phones, on social media, we gotta understand that we still got family and friends who love us. Right. And we gotta separate the two. And Todd Wolf, that's my brother. He wrote it, he directed it, and he produced it. And it's out now on all digital platforms. I love the movie. I couldn't stop laughing at the premieres this week when we were in Philly. It was so funny. And just watching how it all came together, because a lot of people, when I was playing the video game, a lot of people don't know that was a black screen that I was looking at while I was acting. Wolf was actually reciting the lines from all the other characters.
Really?
Doing that, I didn't know how this was going to come out, but it came out amazing.
That's a really awesome insight to behind the scenes of how filmmaking works, Yeah. That's awesome. Well, Tray, where can people follow you so that they can get the updates on what other projects that you'll be doing in the future?
Well, I'm on Instagram. Follow me at Tray Chaney Vision, TrayChaney and VISION, Tray Chaney Vision. And then on Twitter, I'm at Tray Chaney, TrayChaney. And then we got on Facebook, I go under Tray Poot Chaney, because that's a play off The Wire, of course. And my website, ChaneyWay.com. I want everybody to go buy all the merch. Just buy all Momentum, Fear, buy all of my merch. I need everybody to get it.
I told you, I'm going to put your name correctly in the description, or that we will be putting the link down to Tray's website down below. Tray, thank you so much for taking the time to reschedule this, do this interview with me. I'm so excited for people to check out We Own the City, as well as We Need to Talk, and checking out your merch as well.
Yeah, I'm telling you, thank you. I really appreciate you. Anytime you need me back on the show, just reach out to my people and we gonna get it done.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Tray, and have a wonderful day. Okay.
Do the same.
All right.